That was Damsel in the Dollhouse with Room 237. Very cool song again. Love the vocals. And just very tripped out, this one. A little bit more darker than the other ones. I mean, I know it's related to horror because that's to be expected, but very cool tune.
I love her passion for horror because I have a passion for horror films as well. So it totally is up my street. And it reminds me of when I used to hang out in New Cross and go to the venue in London. I'm now in Somerset, so I didn't go there. But it used to have 3 levels, and you'd have like a live band, you'd have kind of a poppy middle stream, and then you'd have the cool section, and she'd be in the cool section. But she never fails to please. I love her vocals, and yeah, really, it's great. I love it. Women doing it, go in for it, and she's very sexy. I have to say that.
Big shout, hello Nina.
Yeah, hi Nina.
and hello Leslie from the Swedish Condition as well. So
hello Leslie.
We have to be equal and fair here, right? So. Before we get to our next one, it's one by Kodachrome off their album Aftermath, and it's called Gripstone. But you're absolutely right, and I was just thinking, speaking of horror movies, they're doing way too many reboots as far as I'm concerned with some of the movies. They're, why don't you take a crappy old movie and then reboot it, not take a good movie and reboot it and destroy it, because they've it's been faltering quite a bit. So,
I tell you what you need to do is screenwrite, because there's not enough writers. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We moan. I could come up with an amazing, but you got to get on with it and do it and send it out there, and let's get on with it and do a decent horror movie. Not like Hostel where it's a bit, it's a bit kind of too much. But make it non-cheesy but cool.
That's a little difficult, but point being is that they want to reboot Pet Sematary.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, old Stephen King one, but yeah, it's pretty.
No, I've read his books, but I don't think I've seen that movie.
And they want to reboot, do a new version of the movie It, which I don't think is a good idea because the original was so good, and it just so weird that Tim Curry was Pennywise the Clown.
He's great, isn't he?
He's a fantastic actor, and it just creeped me out even more, the fact that he did Pennywise. I was like,
I didn't realise he did that actually.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that till maybe a couple of years ago. To be honest with you.
Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't have known it either. But he's a fantastic actor.
Absolutely.
But it's like they want to remake everything, and they'll be remaking Star Wars before we know it.
Oh my God, I hope not.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of tongue-in-cheek, really. But,
right.
It's too expensive. I mean, they won't do Jaws again because there's no point. It had its impact, and it still has its impact. And I think you just have to leave some things alone.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, right? I mean, why not take a crappy movie and reboot it, not take a good movie and reboot it, because you're just kind of killing the point of it, so...
Because they haven't got ideas, that's why.
Well, I know, and you know what? I finally saw, I know this is kind of a Bones and Bee banter thing, but I finally saw Suicide Squad the other day. And,
I saw that.
And, it was alright, but...
it was, yeah, I felt the
It
same.
wasn't the greatest. I mean, the storyline could have been a lot better. I mean, it just one of those things, especially with some of the characters. I'm not that I'm a big person to pick characters or pick people to play certain characters, but there's a couple that I wasn't really a fan of. I mean, I don't really like the actors. You kind of just killed the movie with that alone.
Yeah.
That kind of ruined it for me. I mean, I gave the movie a chance anyways. I'm not gonna boycott or discriminate on just on the one act of the movie, but it can have an impact on me. And I was like, you could have picked someone a lot better. And personally, I mean, when because of the TV show Arrow, this is almost a year and a half ago. They showed the Suicide Squad, which is part from Arrow, right? It's part of Marvel.
Oh, okay.
And I was thinking, if you'd picked the characters used for the Suicide Squad then and put them in the movie now, it would probably have been a lot better. At least for Deadshot, I'm just not a big fan of Will Smith. I'm really not. I see him as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and kind of like a stupid, funny like Bad Boys. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of his acting skill. I mean, obviously plenty of people disagree with me, but that's alright. But my own personal opinion, not a big fan. Is like you could have picked someone a lot better to fill that role. But anyways,
I think it's tricky if you see someone as a comedian and then you're having to see them as something else. So yeah, I mean that's fair enough.
But that's my 2 cents. Like I said, I'm not here to start a huge debate because obviously a lot of people disagree with me, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, so be it. But let's get on with the music. So let's get on to a song by Kodachrome off their album Aftermath. And the song's called Dripstone, and I had the vinyl of this album, and let me tell you, it's really cool. Dig this. Right on. That was Kodachrome with Dripstone, and that's off their album Aftermath. And that song, actually, I have the entire album on vinyl. And what I did is I did transfer over, so that is actually vinyl sound. You can hear the crackling and the popping of the needle, and really cool. It kind of adds the extra influence to the song. and very cool. And the lovely Alyssa has such a cool kind of low tone voice, but it makes it sound so good. And between her and Ryan, who is her partner in crime, they do a great job. A great tune, Dripstone by Kodachrome.
Yeah, I loved the kind of heartbeat feel to it. It was almost like a meditation beginning and building up. And yeah, really, really good. Lovely echoey vocals as well, and cool, kind of electronica. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Right on. So next up is a song it's a collaboration actually. It's a band called Meter Bridge, who's a band from Nelson, BC. And we put them quite a bit on the show. They actually had a little bit of a mini tour. And they did collaboration with a band called In the Mode, and the song's called Mod Squad. Dig this.
It's 4 a.m. Let the heaven begin. And I wanna come in. Let the heaven begin. Let the heaven begin. Let the heaven begin. Put my finger on the pulse. Down, down. Put my finger on the pulse. Down, down. Tell you why. Tell you why. Tell you why. Put my finger on the pulse. I can tell you why. Down, down. Put my finger on the pulse. I can tell you why. Down, down. Tell you why. If you thought you had the answer, then what would it be? 4 a.m. Put my finger on the pulse. If you thought you had the answer, then what would it be? 4 a.m. So many roads all end up in misery. 4 a.m. Put my finger on the pulse. Watch blood flow through an artery of flesh and city streets. Put my finger on the pulse. Watch blood flow through an artery of flesh and city streets. Put my finger on the pulse. Let the heaven begin. Let the heaven begin. Let the heaven begin. Let the heaven begin. Puzzle pieces rattling. What does it mean? 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 Put my finger on the pulse. Put my finger on the pulse. I found a lead, it was staring at me. Come on now, let's pull back the veil. Got my finger on the pulse, I can tell you why. Got my finger on the pulse. If you thought you had the answer, then what would it be? What would it be? Got my finger on the pulse. So many roads all end up in misery. Got my finger on the pulse. Watch blood flow through an artery of flesh and city street. Got my finger on the pulse. Puzzle pieces rattling. Well, what does it mean? 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 What does it mean?